Target 8 special. Delay, deny until they die. Here's Jennifer Lee.
They were poisoned in service to our nation. Thousands of Marines and others stationed at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina were exposed to toxic chemicals in the water they drank. Camp Lejeune was truly devastating for so many families. Let's take a look back at how this all happened. The base was built in 1941 before the U.S. entered World War II. It was named Camp Lejeune in 1942, near the end. It's still unclear exactly when water contamination at the base began, but it's believed in August of 1953. That's the month that the first toxic chemicals in the water exceeded EPA standards. Now, this is pretty interesting here. For nearly 3 decades, Marines, reservists, and residents at the base unknowingly drank toxic water. Then finally, on October 1st, 1980, water samples were collected under new federal regulations for safe drinking water. A private lab confirmed 11 volatile organic compounds in the water. It wasn't until April 30th, 1985 that the commanding general of Camp Lejeune told residents about problems with the water supply. By May 31st, the contaminated wells were taken out of service, but the damage was already done. Government researchers concluded in a 1997 report those stationed at Camp Lejeune were exposed to contaminants of concern and called the exposure a public health hazard. On August 6, 2012, President Obama signed a new law providing health care to those sickened due to their time at Camp Lejeune. But as we've seen, getting those benefits is a battle many veterans have lost. The ultimate betrayal is that these sick veterans are getting shrugged off, cast aside, and ignored. Here again is Steve Andrews.
Camp Lejeune, where men and women become Marines, where from 1953 to 1987, nearly 1 million Marines, their families, and civilian employees were exposed to contaminated water. The Marines promised to notify those who might be affected. 70-year-old Joe Zambito never heard from them. Joe joined the Marines at age 18 in 1964. Since then, he's lost both kidneys and his bladder to cancer.
They said you don't have to worry about anything when you join the service.
The VA decided in 2012 Joe's kidney cancer was not related to Camp Lejeune. His bladder cancer was. It denied him benefits, claiming since his bladder was gone, so was his cancer. 8 on Your Side took this to Senator Bill Nelson.
This is illogical, it's idiotic that that veteran would get an answer like that.
In 2012, the VA handed cases like Joe's over to an anonymous group of clinicians called subject matter experts. There are concerns about how qualified these people are to approve or deny cases like Joe's.
They're hoping that they'll die from their cancers and they'll never have to pay them any benefits.
Following a series of 8 on Your Side reports, the Zambitos received word they'd won their fight with the VA. Joe would receive 100% medical and disability benefits.
You have no idea how much of a relief it is to not worry about any of that stuff anymore. Without you and Senator Nelson, we wouldn't be sitting where we are right now.
Their celebration was short-lived. After he won his struggle with the VA for disability benefits, Joe died. Though he never said it to me, I always sensed that he was just holding on to make sure Judy was taken care of. Another Marine suffered a similar fate. In his place, his wife carries on his fight. Tara Craver is becoming a familiar sight at busy intersections outside VA facilities. She protests what she believes is unfair VA treatment of Marines and their families.
They killed my husband.
Tara's husband, Carl, was a Marine stationed at Camp Lejeune in the 70s, one of the many exposed.
They didn't contaminate themselves. The government did, and they kept it hid for 2 or 3 decades. They kept it hid.
Doctors diagnosed Carl with esophageal cancer in early 2014. He died 10 weeks later. Carl passed well before Tara received word the VA rejected his claim that the cancer was connected to Camp Lejeune. A VA doctor wrote there was a less than 50-50 probability contaminated water caused Carl's cancer. Carl's oncologist wrote there was at least a 50-50 chance, or better, it did.
I've lost my husband. I've lost my home. I will not lose my dignity.
So Tara wages her lonely struggle at busy intersections, hoping the VA hears her message.
Accept what they have done to these families and these veterans, to love their veterans like their veterans love their country.
If you or someone you know suffers from Camp Lejeune-related illnesses, there are several organizations, including the VA, that can help you find care and benefits. We have phone numbers and websites for you at WFLA.com.
Next, the bizarre mix-up that left a World War II veteran and his daughter with a nearly empty checking account.
On July 25th, they sent out a letter saying that my father was deceased.
But he was still very much alive. How Steve made it right.